Hello and good afternoon, everybody. How are y'all doing? How is life? Hope y'all had a great Christmas. Welcome on in. And if you're wondering what this screen is, you're probably wondering, wait, did he change his thing? Actually, no. This is the first ever one I used, like, way back in 2021. And I didn't have, like, a screen to use for the start of this stream, so I just found this and was like, you know what? I'll just use it. Why not? So, but yeah, this is one that someone made for me 3 years ago, so, you know, a little bit of a throwback there. And it's kind of appropriate, too, because we're playing Throwback Galaxy in the background, so why not have a throwback? So there you go. But yeah, I hope your Christmas went well, and today's stream is gonna be a short one. Just heads up, I won't be here for super long. But yeah, I wanted to basically just touch on the year, you know, discuss some things, you know, what went well, what didn't go well, and my hopes and plans for 2025, which I know a lot of you have been waiting very, very desperately for. And, let's just say I got some stuff cooking. But, yeah. Alright. Well, let me just, do this. There we go. Alright. Hi, guys. What's up, what's up, what's up? Also, thank you to, Kotaro for becoming a new BC King Plus Platinum member. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy all of your platinum benefits, such as early access to videos, all the anime watch-throughs, all the movie watch-throughs we've done, and everything else. So hope you enjoy it. Thank you once again, Kotaro. I appreciate that. A reminder, guys, we still have the super chat goal of doing push-ups. So if you want to see me do that, then there you go. Okay. So, to start, I just want to, like, you know, discuss how the year went, and then, I do have a PowerPoint presentation we'll get to near the end, where I will, go a bit more in-depth, in-depth, did I say right? In-depth? I don't know, fuck it. But yeah, I'll go into more detail about, some stuff coming up, so, that'll be exciting. So let's talk about this year. Because, this year was pretty good overall. It's definitely a lot better than last year in terms of how I'm feeling, going to the new year, and, how I feel with content. Because if you were here last year, it was, man, it was like a bumpy freaking ride. Like, there was just... There was a lot that happened throughout last year. You know, we had the whole, like, community purge that happened in the spring, and then last December I lost my dog, and it was just thing after thing after thing, and it made my end of the year just not great. Like, you know, trying to reflect on it was just a pretty sad experience. But thankfully this year has been a lot more kind to me. It could have been better in some cases. We'll get to that in just a minute. But on an overall sense, I do feel a lot more confident going into the new year than I did at this point last year, going into 2024. So that's definitely good. And yeah, I am very, very hopeful. So... as far as what I think went well this year, I definitely felt a lot more confident with my content, as far as, like, videos I've made, streams I've done, and events I've planned out. Like, it feels good to have people be interested in events again, because one of the reasons why the whole purge from last year happened is because a lot of the people of the old community were just not invested into, like, anything I was planning for the year, like Minecraft events, various other stream events, and it just made me feel kind of sad and, like, not wanting to do them. So it does feel kind of nice to have people, you know, actually want to see stuff from me and be excited about it. So that's definitely a highlight for this year compared to last year. It's also my first full year on Kick and YouTube as a not Twitch streamer, because y'all remember last year during the summer I moved away from Twitch and I went to Kick and YouTube, and so far I'm enjoying it. I think YouTube definitely offers a lot more compared to Twitch in terms of what I can give to my viewers, in terms of, like, you know, exclusive content, early access, memberships, and other stuff. And yeah, I don't plan to go back to Twitch, like, ever at this point, so that'll always be a no for that. I think Twitch is still doing fine, obviously, but I have no plans to ever make the move back to Twitch. So my permanent home for, like, just most of my content is right here on YouTube, as far as videos and live streams, and then Kick is like my place for doing playthroughs. So we're gonna keep it that way going into the new year for sure. Some other things that kind of went well this year, I would say, obviously we have memberships. We had memberships at the start of the year when we got monetized, so that was nice to finally get going. And, you know what? I gotta start with this real quick. I should have started this from the start. But, I want to quickly thank anybody watching this who has been supporting financially throughout the entire year. Whether you're someone who is a member, whether you've donated, whether you've super chatted, whether you've subscribed over on Kick, whether you've, you know, just, you know, gave any sort of monetary support to this channel and to the community. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you all. You guys know who you are. Thank you to those who have gifted subs and memberships and all that stuff. So thank you all very much for that. That has been very, very, very kind of you, very, very generous, and I am eternally grateful for that. So but yeah, we did hit a sub goal before this year began, which was our 1,000 subscriber goal here on YouTube, which was the Cuphead playthrough, or the Cuphead expert mode playthrough. That was nice to hit. We got monetized, as I said. Kick, I'm not so concerned about. I think Kick is just a weird platform still, where they're still trying to find audiences for certain things, like retro gaming and various other categories that are probably popular on other streaming platforms like Twitch and YouTube. So I don't personally have any big goals for Kick, like sub goals and anything. I think my main goals are going to stay here on YouTube as far as member goals, sub goals, super chat goals if needed. I don't know, but yeah, if Kick manages to grow this year, that would be nice. But oh yeah, that was, yeah, Abby brought up a good point. The whole copyright content thing. I had to move the anime watchers from Kick over to Discord because one of the Kick staff actually came into my stream and said that I was violating TOS, and then they actually, like, shut down my stream. Like, they literally just hit the button to end the stream, and I was like, what is going on? So yeah, thank God I made the move to Discord. It's been working really, really well. If you've been attending the anime watch throughs, you guys are probably enjoying it. You know, not having filters and stuff being, you know, hidden on screen for you. So that was definitely a good decision, and I'll keep that going into the new year. As far as stuff that didn't go well, there's a lot of things I want to say. Not like a massive amount, but obviously, the biggest one was the purge that happened last month, where me and my family got into a big argument, like, as I was starting to live stream. And then after I ended the live stream, I went to go delete that live stream from the list, and I accidentally selected every live stream on that page and then hit delete. So that was probably the worst moment of the year, was just losing all of those live streams, such as the end of Terraria, the SMP, a good chunk of Stardew Valley was lost, some Pokemon streams were lost, and other stuff that wasn't really that important, thankfully. So it wasn't like a huge blow, but it was hard to deal with, so yeah. Did it screw over your watch hours? I don't think deleting streams screws your watch hours over. I don't think it does. Because you got to think, watch hours are like across all of your content, like streams, videos, shorts. So, even if we did end up losing watch hours, it probably wasn't a lot, honestly. Because, honestly, the majority of my watch hours are over on my shorts. So, yeah, even if we did, it's probably not that big of a dent. So, I'm not concerned about that. Also, Top Hat mentions a good point. We are inches away from 2K. Honestly, if we don't hit it this year, I don't care. I really don't care. I do have sub goals, but like, the thing I've realized is like, stats like that are probably the least important when it comes to, the stats you see on your dashboard. 'Cause the thing with subscribers is like, yeah, they're cool to have, but like, it's probably the least important stat that you should be worried about, because anybody can subscribe, you know. It's just you tap one button and you're subscribed, and people can just subscribe and never watch your channel. Like, it's so easy. Like, I can go sub to Markiplier right now and not watch any of his videos, so why would that matter? You know what I mean? So I'm not as concerned with, you know, subscriber count as I am with just, you know, view count, yeah, views, likes, memberships, super chats, all that stuff. Like, the stats where it's like people are actually engaging with the content, like, those are the stats I care about. I still care about subs, but it's like at the bottom of my list in terms of like stats I really truly care about when it comes to the YouTube channel, because it's just not that important, you know? Like, anybody can subscribe, but like, I'm more concerned with people watching live streams, liking streams and videos, commenting, you know, just being a part of the content and the community. Like, that's stuff I want to care about. So, yeah, I'm not concerned with, you know, not hitting 2K this year, but we'll hit it next year for sure. So that's all good and dandy. Some other stuff that kind of didn't go well this year. There were some, I think the one I had to lead off with is probably D&D. Like, I was kind of excited for that. I think I had the feeling that it would not go well, but I didn't think it would go as bad as it did. Because I thought we'd have more people than that, honestly, and we didn't. But, it was just, like, I guess it was kind of funny, but it wasn't quite what I hoped it would be. And I think that's probably one of the most disappointing things we've done for content this year. It's just that entire D&D stream. And again, I did study like how to be a dungeon master. It's just I think it was like a mix of not studying enough to be DM, or like not, you know, doing more, and just the fact that I should have had a better story going into the into that stream. And plus, you know, having more people would have definitely benefited that stream. So it is what it is, but it was fine. But that is definitely one that I think could have been better than what it was, but it is what it is. There were some playthroughs that happened that could have gone better. It's whatever. I mean, every year has a couple playthroughs that, you know, are just not that great. But as far as playthroughs this year, like, man, this year for playthroughs, you guys, was freaking insane. There was a lot of first-time playthroughs, and a lot of them were so much fun to do. You know, like Conquer and Mario and Luigi and Sonic Adventure and Mega Man, FNAF. Like, it was a really damn good year in terms of first-time experiences for me, so really thankful for that. Like, I know people, like, you know, playthroughs are not really people's cup of tea these days, but the reason why I like doing it is because I missed out on so many, like, really good games in my childhood, and I now get to use what I do for a living as a way to not only experience those games, but to share them with you guys. So, like, if there's a game that you guys love to death that I haven't played, and I play it finally, you guys can, like, be there for that stream and, you know, share that experience with me. So, that's why I still do playthroughs, is because, like, I like having those experiences of me playing for the first time, plus you guys reacting to it, and, you know, sharing your own memories of that game that I'm playing. So, yeah, I got some plans for 2025, which I'll reveal here in a bit. But I should mention that too. Again, this will be a very, very short stream overall, but I hope you guys do stay till the very, very end, because there's some stuff coming that I'm really excited to announce. So make sure you guys stay tuned. So don't tune out until you see, like, the stream actually, like, say stream ended, because you guys will not want to miss this. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. So I got some stuff that I'm cooking up currently for the new year. And I guess I'll touch on that before we go into the PowerPoint I have here. So the first thing I want to mention is I want to say my biggest issue with the last year was there was just a lot of financial stuff going on in my family. Like, it was a really, really rough time, and it really did translate into my content a bit, and that kind of led to the purge that happened, where it's like I was so stressed out, and I just couldn't, you know, keep myself together, and a lot of people left because of that. And I think this year, it has gotten better since then, but I think, yeah, the economy's just been bad. Like, I know it's not just me going through it, like, we have a really terrible economy right now. It's so terrible. Thankfully, we have a new president coming. Hopefully, he'll fix the economy. Like, I don't like him as a person, but hopefully he does his job. Anyway, enough about politics. But yeah, I would say the issue for me this year was just feeling like people care about what I'm doing, and, you know, feeling like people actually want to see stuff from me, because even though I just mentioned, you know, earlier how I feel like this year was better than last year in terms of people being excited for content, I still feel like overall, there are a lot of times where I feel like I do something really, really cool, like either a really, really good playthrough or a really, really cool YouTube stream or a membership thing, and people don't quite care for it overall. So that is something I'm hoping can be a bit improved going into the new year, whether it's like getting new people to tune in, or, you know, encouraging people to check out things that they maybe, you know, think they wouldn't enjoy, but they end up enjoying once they tune in, stuff like that. So yeah, regarding the new year as well, I do want to touch really quickly on memberships, because ever since we introduced memberships at the start of this year, there's been a lot of content that's been uploaded to each tier. So I want to say this now, because I feel like I should. But starting next week on January 1st, I will be upping the price of every tier by $1. By $1, I promise, that's it. But I do feel like that's fair for me, because, again, there's a lot of content now on every single tier. So I feel like I should adjust the price to reflect that. Like, you guys know I'm not about inflation, you know? I hate inflating prices, but I feel like it is fair. Because, again, like, especially with the anime watch-throughs, there's a lot of anime on there. Like, the entirety of Attack on Titan's on there now. All of my heroes so far, JJK, Sergeant Frog, Ghost Stories. So, yeah, this might be a thing I do every year, where it's like, I'm gonna see if I have enough content to justify raising the price, and I feel like this year I definitely do. I definitely feel like there's enough content on there to justify raising the price a bit. And again, it's only $1. I would never do, like, you know, $5 or $10, because I'm not big enough, first of all. So yeah, that'll start January 1st, so next Wednesday. So at midnight on Tuesday, I'm gonna go ahead and adjust all of that. So, when the new year comes, I think you guys might have to remember, possibly. I'll have to read more into it, but there's a good chance you guys might have to, like, remember once I reset the prices. So just keep that in mind if you're a current member. You might not have to, I'm not fully sure, but I did read about that. So if you have to, then at least I'll make you aware now versus, like, you know, have it just creep up on you, you know what I mean? So, there you go. Go to the next month. Yeah, I think it should, Abby, but again, I'm not fully confident on that. I did read about it, but I don't remember, so, whatever it is, if you guys, at least I'll tell you guys now, like, if they do make you remember, at least now you know, versus, like, me just not tell you about it, so, just keep that in mind in case you guys do have to, possibly re-up your, or, sorry, remember if they, like, you know, take it away once I up the prices, which they hopefully won't, but anyway. I am also upping the prices for the, store for Community Cash. I'm not sure by how much yet, probably like 50 to 100. So, the current price to join Community Play is like, what, 200? That might be like 300 after the new year comes. So, yeah, I think the reason for that too is because I do want to encourage people to try to earn more Community Cash, because there's some people on there that have like 1,000 that aren't spending it. Abby, hero. So yeah, regarding the Community Cash, by the way, get your groans out now. Just get your groans. You're gonna hate me in like a minute, I promise. You're gonna hate me, but just please understand. Regarding the Community Cash, I think in order to encourage people to really try to earn it, I think my best option, and again, get your groans out now, you're gonna hate me. On January 1st, I will be resetting everyone's cash. So when the new year comes, every single person will be at 0. So what does that mean? That means if you have cash right now, I would recommend you spend it, because it will be gone when the new year comes. We were doing a complete, yearly reset. This is the 2025 Community Cash reset. So if you have any cash at all, and you want to like either buy an upcoming playthrough, or an anime watch through, or buy some art from me, or, what else? Join CP, or, pick a Royal Rage I can do, then I would probably do it over the weekend, or Monday, Tuesday, and that's it. So, just so you guys are aware, think I'm telling you now, right? I would never, like, not tell you guys about that, so just keep that in mind. So, Wednesday, membership prices are going up, Community Cash prices are going up, and the economy for Community Cash will be completely reset. So, there you go. I'm telling you guys this now, because I love you guys so much. So, there you go. Alright. So, I think now's a good time for me to, go to my PowerPoint presentation, because that's where I'm going to have a lot of the announcements I want to get to. And let me just say right now, let me pause this on real quick. Some of these announcements, you guys, I cannot even believe. How dare you interrupt me? Thank you, Top Hat. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Upgrading to Platinum. I appreciate that. See? Before the prices go up. There you go. See? Top Hat knows what's up. Top Hat heard the inflation, and they're like, nope, I'm doing it now. Screw that. You ain't getting $1 more out of me. Thank you, Top Hat. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. What was I saying? Oh. Let me just tell you guys, there are a couple announcements here on this PowerPoint presentation that I literally cannot believe I am even announcing. Like, these words coming out of my mouth is shocking to me. So, you guys want to stay tuned, I promise. It will be so worth your time. Alright. With that said, let us get to the PowerPoint presentation. Let me just pull it up right here. It's not a long one, thankfully. Again, this is going to be a very, very short stream. It might be like an hour at most, so just stay tuned. Alright. So, let me... How should I do this? Let me put this over here, I think. This is probably the best idea. I want to put the music on my stream screen so I can access it more efficiently. There we go. Oh, that's so good. That's so top. Nice. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Let us start the slideshow. Let me switch to my YouTube screen here. Alright, here we go, guys. So this is a very, very short PowerPoint presentation about some stuff coming up as far as also some other 2024 stuff. So just pull this up. There we go. Alright. So as you guys can see here, this is probably the biggest thing that did not change from 2023 or 2024 going into the new year. Man, Hero just sucks at parkour. Like, I don't know why she just sucks so bad at it, man. Like, literally watching Hero do parkour in Minecraft is like the worst thing ever. Like, it really just makes you cringe, right? Like, I don't know why she's not practicing, man. Like, I can't watch her do parkour. It's such a painful experience. I cannot describe it. Like, if you want to torture yourself, go watch any Minecraft video or stream that Hero's in where she tries to do parkour. It is literally the worst thing you can ever watch in your life. It is worse than, like, the worst movie ever. It is worse than the Emoji Movie. And that's a pretty bad movie. So, yeah, that is, like, the worst thing about this year, is that Hero just still sucks so much at parkour. Like, I do not understand it. But anyway, let's move on here. So I wanted to touch on some YouTube stats I think you guys will be very intrigued to know about. So, this year, across all of my streams and videos, we had over 500,000 views. That's including videos, streams, and shorts, which is 65% more than last year. That is crazy. Like, I knew it'd be bigger than last year, but I did not think it'd be this much, or, like, that much of an increase. So thank you all so much to people who have been watching videos, shorts, live streams, because that stat is really, really insane for me. Like, it is a pretty good stat. We had almost 6,000 watch hours this year, which is over 30% more than last year. Also a really, really good stat. Very, very proud of that. Again, thank you guys for that. We had over 800 new subscribers, which unfortunately is 17% less than last year. But again, I'm not that concerned about it. Like, sub count for me is, like, just not a stat I'm super concerned about. But thank you to all who have subscribed this year. I appreciate that. Hope y'all are enjoying being a subscriber and watching videos and such. And let's aim for more next year. That'd be amazing. But if not, it is what it is. So, there we go. I had over 400 videos this year. I'm not sure if that includes shorts, because, like, I think they might combine them. But if not, then still, 400 videos across, like, Minecraft Monday, Community Play, Pokemon Fantasy Clash, Royal Rage, the tier list videos. I'm pretty satisfied with that. And there's a lot of good videos this year. So yeah, over 500 shorts. It's also pretty good. Almost 200 live streams. Like, man, I've been cooking this year. I told y'all, like, last year was not great. I was gonna redeem myself for it. I was gonna have a much better year, and I think I did overall. So, there you go. We also had a peak of over 100 members. And thank you, Top Hat, for that. Top Hat gifted like 90-something memberships, right? And I don't think anybody will ever top that. Unless you want to just be a crazy person and, you know, gift one more than Top Hat did just to be a troll, then, I mean, go for it. But, yeah, I think our peak was like 104 members, right? Or it was like 105 or 106. I don't remember. But I want to say it was 104. But, yeah, thank you again, Top Hat, for that. I appreciate that. And let's aim for more 2025. That would be a good goal to have. Okay, so I just mentioned playthroughs, right? A little bit ago. And this year was pretty damn insane for playthroughs. And if you don't believe me, I have a picture for you guys. Just to show you guys how insane this year was. Are you guys ready for this? I might hide my webcam here for a second just so y'all can see the full picture. But, bro, look at this picture. Look at this picture right now. That is every game I played through this year. Just look at that list. I have done like over 50 playthroughs this year, I want to say. Maybe 60, I'm not sure. But it's somewhere in that range. And man, there is a lot of good stuff on there. Like, I'm looking at Sonic Advance 2, Metroid Dread, Yoshi's Story, the Mega Man games, Golden Sun, Conquer, Wave Race, Banjo-Kazooie, FNAF, Poppy Playtime, Mario & Luigi, Sonic Adventure, Mario World, Pokemon Coliseum, Wind Waker, Undertale Pacifist Route, Mario Tennis, Sonic Lost World. Like, dude, there is a lot on here. Now, again, they're not all good. There are some stinkers in here, like the Wine Game and Donkey Kong Land, but just the fact that these many games happened this year, pretty insane. This might be the most I've done in any year I've streamed so far. I think I might have to look at that stat, but this might be the new record for most playthroughs done in the span of a year. It's pretty insane, you guys. I will say right now, I'll go back on webcam, but I will say next year will definitely be a lighter year in terms of playthroughs. I definitely will not be doing this much, and there's a good reason why. I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, just this year was pretty damn insane. Like, I cannot believe I did this much in 2024, and we just wrapped up the final one being Ocarina of Time, so yeah, I'm a maniac. I am a very, very insane person, and you know what? I'm proud of it. I like being insane. Okay, so let's go through month by month and just look at some highlights for this year. So in January, we had a pretty good start to the year. We had Cuphead Expert Mode, which was the 1,000 sub goal. We had Undertale Pacifist Run. That was a fun playthrough. We had Metroid Dread, another good playthrough, as well as the start of our new Friday series being Community Play, in which me, Hero, and Polish did Pico Park for the first 3 parts. That was a very, very fun series. But yeah, very good start to the year. I enjoyed it, and kicked off the year on a very, very, very good note. February, man. Oh, February was great. Obviously, the biggest highlight has to be my Attack on Titan watch-through. Like, that watch-through for me, when I started that, was legendary. Like, if you guys want the sole reason, in my opinion, to be a Platinum member, like the highest tier membership, the Attack on Titan watch-through is your reason. Like, I think that will always, forever be my favorite anime watch-through, or just watch-through in general. Because that show, man, that show was, it was an experience. Like, if you've watched the show, you probably know, but it is more than a show. It is a goddamn journey. Like, I am so happy that I got to watch that show and react to every single episode live on stream. That was truly a blessing. We had Splatoon 3 Side Order. That was a good playthrough. We had Minecraft Templars of Hyrule, which me, Hero, and Polish did. That was another fun one. That's on the Vault for members, if y'all are curious. And we started Royal Rage back in February, which I didn't think it was that old. But, yeah, Episode 1, which was Happy Wheels, was in February. So, there you go. This series is now, what, 10 months old? Somewhere around that. So, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, we had a good February. Pretty happy about that. March wasn't a very, very active month, but we had I did a really good top 50 anime film stream. That was a lot of fun to put together because I spent a lot of late last year and early this year watching a shit ton of anime films, and that was all in preparation for this amazing stream. And it was a lot of fun to put together. I do wish more people watched it, because the viewership wasn't really great for that stream, but I think the people who were there really did enjoy it. So, That was a fun one. Plus, we started Stardew Valley. Man. Stardew Valley has had probably the roughest run of any series this year. Like, we started Stardew Valley so strong. Like, so strong. And then it has been just a bumpy ride. We've had people come and go. People have just, you know, dipped out of nowhere. I hope it gets better. I'm trying to recruit more people as we speak. But I am just so sick and tired of people leaving, man. Like, if someone were to say, like, you know, I'm leaving for this reason, I would understand it. But people just leave and don't say anything. Like, they don't talk at all. Like, this was the series where I learned that people just don't know how to communicate. And it's so annoying as someone who is very communicative. So, let's hope that next year can spawn a better run for Stardew Valley, because it has been a really rough go. But yeah, March was okay, not the best month. April, kind of the same deal, kind of a light month in terms of really good content, but we had 2 really good playthroughs, being Hades and Explorers of Sky. Love both of those games so much, so had some good videos here and there, I think, but overall, one of the lighter months of 2024, for sure. May, kind of the same thing. We did have the Pokemon Blue version randomizer. That was a lot of fun to do. We had the Mega Man Marathon, of course. That was also fun. I think the Mega Man Marathon had a pretty good beginning, but a pretty rough end, because Mega Man, like, 7 through 10 was a really rough portion of it, where the bosses and the games got just a lot more frustrating. And, like, I didn't even beat 9 and 10. I had to watch them on YouTube just to, like, you know, show the final bosses. But, it was still really fun to do. So, yeah, the entire spring of this year was really light in terms of, just content in general and, like, really good stuff. But, they were still good for what they were. But definitely a light spring this year. June, man. June was awesome. We had Pride Month, of course. We started the JJK watch through. We had one of my favorite playthroughs of the entire year, being Conker's Bad Fur Day, which, honestly, is like a top 3 playthrough this year. Like, Part 1 was just crazy. Like, I knew from Part 1 that I would just love this game, and it was fantastic. So that is definitely a highlight in terms of playthroughs this year. We had Plants vs. Zombies happen in June. We had Golden Sun, another good one. So yeah, June was a fantastic month for content. You know, just this plus all the Pride stuff. Really good month. July was also kind of light, similar to the spring. We had one big playthrough, though, that I was really excited to do, which is, of course, Banjo-Kazooie. Like, I have waited years to play that game, and it was so worth the wait. I do think the end of it was kind of frustrating. If you guys go watch the finale, you guys know what I'm talking about. That final boss, man. That was definitely a final boss of all time. That's all I'm gonna say. We had some really good GD streams as well. We had two GD streams, like two viewer level request streams, which got really good viewership. But yeah, overall another light month. Could have been more than what it was, but still a good month overall. August, oh man, my birth month, of course. That was a good one. We had the Sergeant Frog watch through begin, and then we had to say goodbye to 2 very fan favorites, being Terraria Master Mode and, of course, the SMP, which unfortunately the finales are not on the channel anymore because of the purge. So, but yeah, those ended in August, and it was very bittersweet to say goodbye to 2 series that I loved doing so much. But they were fun while they lasted. So, yeah, August was, and my birthday, of course, I just mentioned that. August was a really good month for me personally. September was probably the most forgettable month in terms of content for me. We had 3 playthroughs that I remember very well, being Shrek 2, Ratatouille, and Wave Race. I will say Wave Race was not that great, but Shrek and Ratatouille were pretty solid games. Like, I think these 2 playthroughs are some good examples of movie games being good, because I think a lot of people assume movie games are just always bad, but these 2 games were really solid. I enjoyed both of them. They're not, like, you know, best game of all time material, but, like, for what they were, I really enjoyed them. So, I'm excited to play more more movie games in the future. Now we get to October, and man, this might be my favorite spooky month that I've done so far. I gotta say, we had the FNAF marathon, we had Doki Doki, we had Poppy Playtime. I will say, my personal favorite playthrough of the entire year, I love Conquer. Like, I love Conquer so much. But my personal favorite playthrough of this year, because I love this freaking game so much for some goddamn reason, is Doki Doki, man. I gotta say, like, if I were to put a list together of my favorite playthroughs of this year, this might be number one. I really enjoyed all the side stories in DDLC+. Like, if you guys were there for that stream, you guys probably saw my reaction to some of the stories going on. I don't know why I love this series so much now. I really don't, because I am not a fan of visual novel games. I really am not. I didn't grow up with them, I didn't play them as a kid, but for some goddamn reason, I love the hell out of Doki Doki. It doesn't make sense, but I just love all the characters and just the storytelling and the soundtrack too. Like, I don't know how it does it, but yeah, October was fantastic. One of the best months of the year, for sure. Poppy Playtime was great as well, even though it was only a one-part playthrough. FNAF was great. So yeah, definitely a highlight there. Now we get to November, and this is probably the most up and down month of the entire year for me, because we had some really good and some really bad. Obviously, the biggest bad thing, which I mentioned earlier, was The Purge, where a lot of those streams got deleted accidentally, like Terraria, SMP, Stardew Valley. That was easily the worst part of this year, was having that purge happen. Like, thankfully, oh yeah, and 100 Days Hardcore, that was another thing we lost. But yeah, thankfully that stream did kind of make up for it. I did do Terraria again, I did some SMP stuff, I played some Stardew Valley. So I can't, fully make up for it, but I think this stream was necessary to kind of, have some sort of closure to, like, Terraria and the SMP, for those who weren't there when they originally aired before they got deleted, so, there you go. But there was some good, too. We had Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 in honor of the movie, which I did see, by the way. Fantastic movie. Please go watch it. And, of course, we had Minecraft Pixelmon, which me and Polish are enjoying so much. Hopefully more people join. That'd be great. But Pixelmon is a lot of fun so far. And look forward to more Pixelmon for sure in 2025, because this series is awesome. But, yeah, November was very up or down. Mostly up, but there was some down in there as well. And now we have December, which is the current month we're in. We had 2 really good playthroughs, being Ocarina of Time, which we just finished this morning. And we had one of my favorite playthroughs of the entire year, being Superstar Saga. I love Superstar Saga. The final boss is, like, a low point for me. But this game, man, like, I want to play more Mario spin-off games, because this game is something. Man, it's just the way the characters are animated in this game, just the way they express, they emote, all the humor, all the dialogue, I just love this game so much. Shadow the Hedgehog was another one, but I didn't really like that game. Like, I tried to like it, but I am just not a fan of how it's designed, honestly. I played that for the movie, too, because apparently the Sonic 3 movie is based on Sonic Adventure and Shadow the Hedgehog. So I played both games, and I love Sonic Adventure, but I didn't like Shadow the Hedgehog, but, yeah, so there you go. That is, pretty much the, yearly recap of, content from this year. I do want to hopefully, like, get a notepad and, like, just write down, like, daily stuff, because, if you guys don't know, I kind of half-assed this a little bit, this whole, like, PowerPoint presentation. I did want to, like, put more time into it, but, unfortunately, there was a certain show that came out, or a certain season 2 that came out, yesterday for a show I love so much that I needed to binge a little bit. If you guys know, you know. But, yeah, I just did not have the time to dedicate towards, making a full-on, like, epic PowerPoint presentation, so it is kind of half-assed, but, I do want to, next year, do, like, a little notepad where it's, like, I write down daily things I do, as far as, like, content and personal life stuff, and, other things. Also, the other big thing about the end of this year is I am finally tackling my mental health. I'm going to doctors, I'm going to psychiatrists, I'm looking into therapy currently, so that's probably one of my biggest highlights as far as the second half of this year is finally, you know, taking time to dedicate towards my mental health and make sure I'm in a good state going into the new year. So I feel pretty good right now, and really excited to, you know, work on that more. So, there you go. Alright, you guys. Now, this is what you've been waiting for, the main event. Let's talk about 2025. Because, like I said, some of the stuff I'm going to announce here is stuff that you guys are going to be like, wow. But here we go. I have been cooking some stuff up. So, here we go. So, let us start with the official reveal of the first playthrough of 2025. The very first game I will play through, starting, I believe, next Thursday, or sometime next week, I'm not sure, probably Thursday, so January 2nd. But let me just say, you guys, the best way I can describe this playthrough, which is a first-time playthrough, by the way, if you've been watching me for any amount of time, I have mentioned this so many times. There is one series I have been waiting to get into for so many years, and I'm finally doing it. So the best way I can describe this first playthrough of 2025 is with one word. Finally. I cannot believe I'm even saying this right now, dude. I have been wanting to get into Xenoblade for the longest time. I have seen gameplay of it, I've seen the world design, I've seen the characters. I'm like, this is the series I want to get into. I want to be a part of the fandom. And I can finally say, January 2025, my wish will finally come true. The first playthrough of the new year is going to be Xenoblade Chronicles 1. I am so excited for this. This might already be a playthrough of the year contender. Most likely. I'm not sure yet. But I am so excited for this. And I hope you guys are too. Man. Like, I cannot believe I'm saying this right now, dude. But it's gonna be so good. Okay, but here's the thing, right? That is the first playthrough of the year. Let's talk about the second playthrough of the year. Because I think I mentioned this a couple times throughout the year, but there is a marathon I had planned because there's a big game coming out next year. A really big game. Like, really big. Like, it's gonna probably shatter records when it comes out. And you guys might know what I'm talking about. And the second playthrough of this year is going to be a game from that franchise. I can't do a marathon because it's going to be a really long marathon. So I'm going to space these games out throughout like every couple months. So that's my plan for that. And the first one will happen as the second playthrough of the year after Xenoblade. And that game is going to be You guys, GTA 6 is coming. I gotta play some GTA games before then. I'm not playing 1 and 2 because those games are vastly different from the other ones where they're like not open world. But man, GTA 3 was the game that changed the entire series. So here's my plan. I'll be playing GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, 4, and 5. Up until GTA 6 comes out. Not as a marathon, but as separate playthroughs that will happen throughout the year. So, if you're wondering why I said earlier that playthroughs will be kind of light this coming year, this is why. On top of Xenoblade, which is also a pretty long game, I'll be doing some GTA playthroughs. So do not expect a lot of playthroughs happening this coming year because GTA will take up a lot of time, but I'm really excited for this. So look forward to GTA 3, the second playthrough of the year, coming sometime in January. Maybe early February at the latest, I'm not sure. But I'm really excited for this. Really, really excited. Man, it's getting hot in here, man. I'm so excited to announce all this. Oh boy. So we touched on the first and second playthrough of the year, right? Gonna be epic playthroughs. Now let's talk about the third playthrough of the year. I know, we're gonna keep it going. This is the last one though, I promise. So I did not have this planned at all, but on Christmas, one of our lovely members gifted me a game that I looked at, and I'm really excited to play it. And I thought it was only fair to make this a playthrough I did right after Xenoblade and GTA. So I'll be doing this game right after GTA 3 is done. So probably sometime in February. But with that said, let me introduce the third playthrough of the year for 2025. So if you have not heard of this game, it's called Night in the Woods. It pretty much features a cat. It's like a 2D game, I think. It looks very cool. And Hero, which you guys probably guessed in the chat, gifted me this game for Christmas. And as you guys know, we have a policy here where if you guys gift a game, I will play that immediately after my next playthrough. So after Xenoblade and after GTA, we gotta do Hero's gifted game, because it only makes sense to do so. So, we will start the year off with Xenoblade, and then GTA 3, and then Night in the Woods. Then afterwards, I'm open for any gifted games, or if we gotta spin the wheel or something. So, look forward to all of that. What's up, Crip? Welcome to the live stream. But, very excited for Night in the Woods, because it looks very, very intriguing. Hope you guys are excited, too. Okay, let's continue here. So the next announcement I want to make is, as you guys know, we do, I think like 2 of these a year at the very least, and those are marathons. So with that said, I want to reveal the very first marathon that I'm doing, like, you know, back-to-back games in a series, coming sometime in spring 2025. And let me just say, this is also an announcement that I cannot believe I'm saying. Like, if you guys want a story on this, this was the very first marathon I had planned way back when I first started doing content. I didn't do it for reasons, but it was not the Pokemon marathon that I actually did end up doing. It was this. This was my first ever idea for a back-to-back game marathon for a series. And 3 years later, I guess almost 4 at this point, I am finally doing it. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the first marathon of next year. I cannot believe this, guys. 3 years ago, the very first idea I ever had for a first-time playthrough marathon was every Spyro game. Now, I will say I'm not going to be playing every Spyro game for this one, but I will be playing a lot of them. The trilogy will be included. The one, what is it called? Hero's Tale on the GameCube will be one of them. I think one of the GBA ones as well. But I am really excited for this. Again, I had this idea 3 years ago. 3 years ago, guys. It took 3 years for me to finally make this announcement. So the first marathon of next year will be Spyro the Dragon. And let me just say, similar to Xenoblade, this was a long time coming. And 2025 will finally be the year I get to finally do it. And I'm so unbelievably hyped. So look forward to that coming sometime in spring. So either March, April, or May. That's my current plan for Spyro. Really exciting stuff. Oh man. It's getting hot in here, guys. Man, oh man. And we ain't done yet. We got a couple more things to get through. Just a couple. Just a couple. Okay, now as I mentioned earlier, I'm still doing some videos like Minecraft Monday, Royal Rage, yada yada yada. So let me give you guys some sneak peeks as far as some stuff coming up. So here's some ideas for Minecraft Monday. You guys may be able to see some of that. Let me remove my webcam. But here's some maps you guys will see sometime next year. These are being planned out. So look forward to that. We also got Royal Rage. We got some ideas right here, so look forward to these. You guys might be able to recognize some of them. We got some really cool CPs coming up next year, which I have in the works right now, so look forward to these. Pretty excited for a lot of these. We got some more movies to watch, of course, which will be happening sometime next year. So if you're a member, look forward to these happening throughout the year. Really, really exciting stuff. And regarding member goals, I think our current peak is like the 100 one, which was 100 days hardcore. So this is not every member goal that's currently decided, but there's just a couple of them. So this is probably my goal for next year, is to hit some of these. So like the 110 goal, 120, 130, 140. So a lot of good stuff here. A lot of good stuff. So let's aim for a lot of that next year, if possible. So yeah. Alright, well guys, I told you it was going to be short, right? And that's all I got for you guys. That's it. That's all I got. So hope you guys are very, very excited. I know I am. I am dedicated to making 2025 possibly the best year for content that I've done, like, ever. Because this year was good. Last year was not quite that good. But this year, what I have cooking, it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a really, really, really good year. So, hope y'all are just, beyond hyped. Hope you guys are going to, be on the ride with me and keep supporting. And hopefully you guys will be excited for a lot of this stuff. So, thank you all so much once again for an amazing 2024. And I hope I can give you guys a really amazing 2025, because there's a lot of great stuff coming, even beyond what I've just mentioned today. Like, there's stuff I didn't list here that I do still have planned, so just stay tuned, because throughout the year there's going to be a lot more stuff that I did not announce here that's coming, so just keep that in mind. But with that said, you guys, that is it for me for the last YouTube stream of 2025, or sorry, 2024. I'm already thinking to next year, sorry about that. But what a year for streams, man. Really, really exciting stuff. So here's to the new year. Hope y'all have an amazing rest of your year going to the new year. Hopefully you guys have a great start to your year whenever that day comes. And, yeah, here's to 2025. So, I guess now I'm just going to go ahead and, I got to get ready for an event I'm going to tonight. So, I should probably start that now. But, hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And, I guess, until next time.